The full list of Oscars nominations for 2026 has been released, which means two things. One, I'm a movie guy, of course I want to talk about them, and two, it's espresso time. Hey, what's up? My name is John Bonjour. I am a comic artist and film enthusiast, and before we get into any of this, I want to note something very important. Sinners has been nominated for a record-breaking, I believe it is 16 different Oscars in different categories, and I feel like we should just acknowledge that. I feel like that is worth mentioning, that is notable and awesome for two reasons. One, if you're a horror fan, if you're a fan of vampire movies and weird genre fiction, this is a win for us. This, as well as The Substance last year, both being nominated for Best Picture. Slight spoilers for some of the nominations. This being nominated for Best Picture is huge for genre and horror fans, but more importantly, this is also a huge win for people of color and minorities and anyone that feels represented by this movie. This is a huge win, and I hope everyone who worked on this is incredibly proud of it. I will also note that I'm seeing some immediate backlash, not backlash to the nominations, but people who are getting preemptively upset at the idea that Sinners might not win everything that it has been nominated for, and I think that is a fruitless effort. I just want to get ahead of this and say Sinners probably won't win everything that it's nominated for because it was a very competitive year. There were some incredible films out there, and Sinners is one of those incredible films, but it is not the only incredible film. There are other movies that did some things better than Sinners did, and I think it's a pointless effort that is robbing the current joy and the current win from under your own feet if you get upset at the idea that it might not win all of these things. So that's just my take on it. I hope that we can just appreciate that it being nominated for, again, literally breaking a record for the number of nominations for a movie. I think that is a win, no matter how many of them it does win. And it's coming home with a lot of Oscars. If it won none of them, that's something to get upset about. But there's no chance of that happening. So let's get into it. I'm not going to be doing all of these because I don't know all of these. I haven't watched any of the shorts. I haven't watched any of the documentaries. There's things that I don't know about and won't have anything to say about. Some things that I think are interesting. Actor in a supporting role, Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, and Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, as well as Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. That's a packed list. It's cool that One Battle After Another, my personal favorite movie of last year, got 2 nominations in that category. I do think Delroy Lindo is probably the standout as far as I'm concerned from Sinners. That said, if Benicio del Toro or Sean Penn got it, wouldn't be bothered at all. That makes a lot of sense. The actress in a supporting role, I didn't know as many of. I haven't seen Sentimental Value, and there's 2, Elle Fanning and Inga Eisdottir Lileya. I know that I didn't pronounce that right. You know that I didn't pronounce that right. I don't know, man. I don't have anything. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners. I feel terrible that I don't know. I don't know a lot of these. Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I don't know who I would give that to. Again, I haven't seen Sentimental Value. I will say Amy Madigan in Weapons is a crazy call that I think is well deserved. Direction, Hamnet, Chloe Zhao, Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie, One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson, Sentimental Value, Joachim Trier, Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Man, for my money, it's gotta be Safdie, Anderson, or Coogler. I haven't seen. I need to see Sentimental Value. I really do. Marty Supreme is one of my favorite movies that came out last year. Honestly, and this is something that I guess this is more what the video is about. Last year, when I saw the Oscars list, I was just like, I don't know most of these movies. Like, I've never even heard of most of these movies. And I don't know if it's because I've been keeping a closer finger on the pulse, or if it's because my taste has just happened to align with the Academy this year, or whatever it is. I've seen the majority of the Best Picture noms. I've seen the majority of the movies nominated, if we aren't counting shorts and documentary. I've seen the majority of the films nominated this year, which feels kind of strange. Like, I feel weird about having seen a lot of them because normally I kind of don't know what I'm talking about, which is why I was so excited to make this video, is like, I have things to say. Casting, I don't have an opinion on. Cinematography, this is the one that I saw Train Dreams, and I thought, if this doesn't get not only a cinematography nod, but also, if this doesn't win cinematography, I would be genuinely shocked. It is the first movie in years that I have seen that makes me be like, this is why cinematography genuinely matters. Not just because it looks good, but because it is a communicative, impactful piece of the art. It is an art within the art, and Train Dreams has the best cinematography I think I have ever seen. It is beautiful and raw, and it's so good. As a side note, if you haven't seen Train Dreams, you really should see Train Dreams. Other things that are nominated: Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Again, all good-looking movies. Like I really don't. I have a hard time. I have a hard time not giving it to Train Dreams just for my personal pick. But I mean, it's a hell of a battle. Marty Supreme, I think, looked very, very good. One Battle After Another, there are specific moments in my mind that the cinematography really stands out. Overall, it's not bad by any means, but there are moments, especially in the desert, where it's just shot so beautifully. Frankenstein, again, looks really good. I don't know that I have to watch it again. I don't know that I would give Frankenstein a cinematography specific nod in my heart. I don't think of that as a movie with super notable cinematography. But it also really could be. I wasn't really watching for that. The production design and the effects and the direction all stand out so brightly that I don't know. Maybe it's just that I wasn't able to kind of pick up on the cinematography of it. Just as we're going through here, costume design, Avatar: Fire and Ash. I think that's a strange call because I don't know how much of that we can define as costuming. Also, and again, haven't seen Avatar: Fire and Ash. They're mostly naked, which is like, I know that's not the point, but like it is a little bit the point. They are mostly naked, and maybe Fire and Ash has some really notable costumes, but in my mind, that seems like a really weird one to give it to when there are things like Frankenstein, which has incredible costuming. I haven't watched Hamnet yet, but from what I can tell, the screenshots that I've seen, the costumes look incredible in that. Marty Supreme, sure. I wasn't really watching for costuming, so maybe it's great. I don't think so. Sinners has some phenomenal costume work and some really notable costume, like standout costume work. Just in terms of like the decades that they're in and the style that they're bringing, but also in terms of the evolution of the costumes, getting more and more bloody, more and more disheveled in ways that are notable and memorizable, in ways that are memorable. So yeah, if I'm giving something to costume design, it's between Sinners and Frankenstein for me. Frankenstein has some really effective creature makeup, but I don't know that follows costume design necessarily. So I guess that there's like a makeup and hairstyling. So I would probably give it to Sinners. Yeah, I would probably give that one to Sinners. Film editing. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, yeah. Film editing. We'll get to this in a second when we get to the Best Picture. There's a movie on the Best Picture list that I understand they have to give. They have to give one to the people, for the people, the regular people who watch exactly 3 movies a year. They have to put one out there so that people care about the Oscars. F1, though? Are we sure? In terms of film editing, F1 is nominated. I think that's super fair. I don't think I would give it to F1 just based on Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another. Again, haven't seen Sentimental Value. Sinners, I can't think of the editing in that being uniquely special, but I don't know. It very well could have been. I think I would give that to Marty Supreme. I think I would, because there's a frenetic, chaotic energy to the way that Marty Supreme is edited that feels really fun. Makeup and hairstyling, this is where we're talking about Frankenstein, Kokuo, which I don't know what that is, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and Ugly Stepsister. To me, it's gotta be Frankenstein. I mean, Frankenstein and Sinners both have great makeup, but Frankenstein just knocks it out of the park. Original score, Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, and Sinners. What would I give it? Oh, sorry, I said Sinners. I got so caught up in saying Sinners so many times that I kind of like forgot it was on here. Yeah, you'd give that to Sinners, right? Like that's not even original score. It's not even a question that you give that to Sinners. It's the best score in years. We're gonna cut through a lot of these pretty quick. Production design, I'm giving to Frankenstein. Sound, we've got F1, Frankenstein, One Battle, Sinners, and Sirat. F1. I think F1 fully deserves that. I think that's phenomenal. Viz effects, Avatar is in it, so Avatar will get it. International, there's I'm sure these are all great movies. I haven't seen a single one of them. I really, really, really thought no other choice was going to be on this list, and I'm kind of shocked that it isn't. But it isn't, so here we are. Bringing us to the Best Picture nominations with, and there's some immediately crazy calls, Begonia, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. I adore this movie, but it is a movie for freaks. It's a weird, strange, disturbing, upsetting movie that I thought was brilliant, but man, I am shocked to see it on this list. I don't think it'll win, but I think it deserves to be on the list. I'm just surprised that it is. Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro absolutely deserves to be on the list as well. It is a brilliant piece of filmmaking. It's a bummer that it came to Netflix, but it is a really good piece of filmmaking, and I do love it very much. I have not seen Hamnet. I really would like to, but I have not seen Hamnet. I don't know the director on that. Is that Liza Marshall? Oh, no. Hamnet was Chloe Zhao, right? Marty Supreme by the Safdie, Josh Safdie, also deserves to be on this list. It is also one of my favorite. Like, this is a weird year where all the Best Picture noms that I've seen, I'm like, yeah, that more than deserves it, except one. One Battle After Another, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, it is my favorite movie of last year. One Battle and Sinners were kind of my top two, and they were fighting each other. I think One Battle is slightly better. I think it is slightly better, but it is not by any large metric. They're both incredible. I have not seen The Secret Agent. I would like to very much. I have not seen Sentimental Value by Joaquin Trier. I would like to. I think that's Joaquin Trier. I would like to. And I'd love to do a video just kind of talking about some of the things that are notable about each of these Best Picture ones, but just as we're making a reaction to the Best Picture noms or to the Oscar noms, this is what we're working with here. Sinners, Ryan Coogler, more than deserves to be on this. I am, again, a little bit surprised just because it's a genre piece. I think those tend to be kind of written off. I'm excited that this one wasn't. Train Dreams is another surprise that it made it onto this one. That is directed by... Oh, I don't remember. There's the list that I'm looking at doesn't have a good list of people. Let me see. I'm also running out of battery on my camera. Directed by Clint Bentley. Okay, Clint Bentley directed Train Dreams, and it is spectacular. Truly one of the best movies of last year. And then there is the one that I'm like, what are we doing here? I understand that you have to nominate a movie for the general audience, something that people have all gone to go see, something that people care very much about. But F1, directed by Joseph Kosinski, we're really putting that in Best Picture category, guys? Again, I can grant you that you gotta put one everybody liked. I get that. F1 is not a great movie. It's good. It's fun. It's solid. It's well directed. It is not even in the running for the best movies of last year. Like, the best films, the things that really, really show what film can do, F1 is not that. It shows what film can technically do, and it's, again, a good movie. I like the movie, but it's a dad movie. It's like a simple, easy, palatable story about a lonely man who can have as much sex as he wants, and that's fine. The racing is exciting, like, the movie is good and exciting, but it is so funny to me that that was their, like, yeah, that's our one. You know, if you're gonna have something for the people, it's F1. It's gonna be a fun year, quite honestly, and I have a lot to talk about, so I do want to kind of make some videos talking about each one of those a little bit more in depth, but man, as far as general reactions go, this is probably the happiest I've been about Oscars noms maybe ever. They did a really good job this year. What do you think? Are you a fan of what they've picked? What do you think? Do you think F1 deserves to be in there? If you have a case for F1 being an Oscar-nominated, Best Picture-nominated movie, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your thoughts, just generally speaking, in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video and checking out my channel. If you'd like to hear more of my thoughts on movies, comics, TV shows, anything the like, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like me to review next, or do none of those things because I really am not your dad.